Hey guys, it's Toy Hunter Tony here with episode 188 of this week's Top 10 Hot Comic Books Found Out in the Wild. I'll end up from my beautiful collection. Hey, this week's hunt is going to feature part 3 of a $100 hunt from Golden Shop's Antique Mall in Summerfield, North Carolina. I got some really cool stuff. I had to make 3 videos. If you want to see the earlier videos, check out 187, 186, and see what I got on those totals. I'll give you a hint. I've already scored over $200 from a $100 hunt, and I've got some really cool stuff in this week. Let's see how high I can soar above that $100 return. It was really a great experience. I definitely recommend checking them out if you get to be in that part of town. Whoo! Yeah, I know. It's featuring a whole bunch of independent stuff from the early 80s to the early 90s, some Marvel, some DC in there. So, you know, just a little cool stuff you find when you ever go into an antique mall. Don't dismiss them. Definitely go in and check out your local antique mall. All right, let me get that out of the way. I do have a couple shout outs from the last episode. Hey, Jim, how are you doing? Jim Haysicker said, yeah, okay, here we go. Nexus, first appearance of Nexus were 3 black and white issues between 1 and 3. The next 5 issues were, help me, in color. And then Capital Comics had that comic, and then it went over to First Comics. And the reason I'm giving you this information is Badger was also involved there. I had featured some Badger in my previous thing, and he wanted to let me know there was a huge crossover between Badger and Nexus issues. Let me see if I get this straight. Help me. 5, 6, 7, and 8. The story was by Mike Barron, and then the art was by Steve Rude, and he said it was a hell of a combination, definitely worth a pickup if you can find those issues in a backstock. And then he said, what did he say? Oh, sorry if I got you interested. Nexus, not, not sorry, he said, but thanks, Jim. I appreciate that with the additional information. I did like the Nexus series. I don't have any currently. I'll keep my eyes out for them. And now that I know that the Badger teamed up with him, I'll look for issues 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I really appreciate the heads up, you geek meister, you. And then Bradley McConaughey. Hey, Bradley, how are you doing? He said, love the new independent titles. Thanks, buddy. He said he's not familiar with some of them, but then he did love ROM, and he wished that his ROM #1 was in better shape. I too also wish my ROM #1 is in better shape. I really like that series. I don't want to say I'm how old I am, but I did get the ROM figure when that first came out. So I don't have that anymore. It is a pretty cool figure, and I like how they incorporated him into Marvel. All right, cool. The Last of Us ended. I know my last episode was talking about the last episode of The Last of Us, and here we go. It was awesome. It was a hell of a season finale, and I am really looking forward to the next season of that work. It was really well done. And of course, The Mandalorian, I think we are now 2 episodes behind, but holy crap, that's opening up some really big stuff, and I can't wait for that to continue. All right, let's get going. Hey, I do know. Also, I wanted to give you a huge shout out. Go check out my episode 45 on the hunt, which featured the story. Be careful, there's some motion sickness in there. I wasn't able to edit it out. But I also have some on the hunt new episodes featuring 3 comic book stores from my trip into Virginia for the NCAA Division III Wrestling Championships. Congratulations, Josh and Brandon, for making it All-American. Good job, you guys. But we went to 3 stores when we were there, and I will feature them in my next episode of Top 10 also. I'll combine them. All right, cool. Whew, let's get to this week's top 10. So number 10, this is a really cool book. I like this one here. Let me show you. So that is none other than Wally Wood's Thunder Agents. This one goes between $4 and $8, and it's a solid get for 6. What you might not know is, yes, that is a cover art by George Perez, and he also did the interior art. So this is a small 1984 publication that I recommend picking up if you can find it. It's a pretty good read, and I do love George Perez's art. Let's get that up on the big board for $6 at number 10. Hey! Number 9 of this week's top 10 hot comic books is none other than, this is, look at this. So I'm looking through, and they had over 50 different issues of Green Lantern. I saw the 50th anniversary issue with the huge, I'm a big Green Lantern fan, and this is a Parallax Rebirth. This doesn't command as big a price as I thought it did, but I did enjoy reading this, and it's not a bad pickup between $4 and $8. It's a solid get at 6. There. I got a buddy, John. Hey, John, how are you doing? If you're watching, I know you love Green Lantern. He's got a hell of a Green Lantern collection, and he could tell you all about that stuff. I have to bring him in here, and we'll do a Green Lantern special. I'm sure he'd like to come freeze his ass off in here. I mean, it is 40 degrees. We've been below freezing the last 3 nights. We've had, it seems like subtropical winds. Wind chills have been in the low 20s. It's stupid how cold it is here now. But I got the heater blowing right on me, so if I shiver or start to tighten up, if I fall over, call a medic for me. All right, check out the number down in your lower corner for my local authorities. All right, sorry. Number 8 of this week's, there it is. Yeah, look, they still said it too. Number 8 of this week's top 10 hot comic books. Look at this. This is Night Force. This is issue number 1. It goes between $6 and $10. It's from 1982, and this is a Gene Colan storyline with occult guys. This is a really good book. I like this one. Like I said, it goes between $6 and $10. Solid get at 8. Yeah, that first appeared in the DC. Oh my goodness! It actually appeared in, I think, in a Teen Titans book. I have that one. You know, I should have probably looked that one up and brought it out with this one, but you know, you can't do 2 things at once. Sometimes you can be prepared. I bet you I could probably go get it right now. I just went through a collection that had that in there. Yeah, I'm slow. It's all right. I'll feature some other time. Number 7 of this week's top 10 hot comic books is none other. All right, so listen. This is The American Way. This is by Wildstorm Comics. This is now under the DC. This is Jim Lee's head. What is that called? Jim Lee's imprint. Wildstorm. And this series, it's like 60s heroes. To me, I thought it felt kind of like what The Watchmen was, but not a big overlying arc. It's not bad. It's a pretty good read. Definitely recommend picking it up. It goes between $6 and $10, and it's a solid get at 8. Now, I did like this one, but I did not. I think I got the first 6 issues, and I didn't. I stopped there. It was just one of those ones that I had to. You have to make adjustments. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's still there. It's a beautiful looking cover. Number 6 of this week's top 10 hot comic books is, cool. This is Supergirl number 1. This is a Cosmic Adventures of an 8th grader. This is like cartoony art. I mean, imagine calling a cartoon in a comic book, but this is actually a pretty good find. It goes between $15 and $15. 15 and 15, duh, that makes it $15. 5 and 15 for an average of $10. As you know, we put median pricing on this book. We throw out the low, we throw out the high, and then we get a median price. All right, that is going up on the board at number 6. All right, cool. We're getting down to Tony's Target. And Tony's Target is something where I've got my sights set on, and I want to bring to your attention. A lot of people don't know this, but Wild Animals number 1 from PC was from 1982. This is a December issue. This had like 5 or 6 different stories where different artists and different writers, and they're it's a really cool. What do they call it? I can't speak. I should have looked this up. What is it called? A companion book or a compendium? Just they put a bunch of stories together. What you need to know about Wild Animals number 1 is Sergio Aragones, who is known for Groove from Mad Magazine in 1980. What was the same year, 82 in December. PC had the first issue of Groove the Wanderer, which was his first creator-owned published character. even though he was doing it in the comic strips in Mad magazines. And that month, this book came out before that. No, Gru's not in here. What is in here is a short story called A Short Story. It's a story about King Kong and his origin. It is awesome. If you love Sergio Aragones, this is a really cool book to pick up. If you can find it in the dollar bins or the back issue bins, it goes between $8 and $12, and it's a solid get at 10. And I am a big fan of Sergio's. I'm currently, they had a 4-issue miniseries of Gru that's at your local comic shops. I definitely recommend picking that up. It is actually a really good read. All right, cool. We're at the halfway point where I say thank you for watching me here on YouTube. I appreciate it. Where each week I bring you the top 10 hot comics, action figures, or collectibles out in the market. I do feature these items as a claim sale. So if you see something that you are interested in, type the number down in the comments of the books that you like. I'll get with you with shipping. Each individual book ships for $9.99 and $2 for each additional book. And then at the end of the video, I'll tell you how you can save on shipping. All right, let's get back to it. Number 6 of this week's top 10 hot comic books this is Weird War Tales, number 115, featuring the Creature Commandos and the GI Robot. Creature Commandos were just announced that going to be the first thing that comes out from the new DC movie imprint by James Gunn. This is a really cool book. It goes between $8 and $12, and it's a solid get at 10. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let's put that up on the big wall. That's at number 5. That is a Gil Kane cover. I forgot to mention that. I love Gil Kane. All right, so we're going to go to number 4. Number 4 is none other than The Authority. Authority is another one of those books that was announced to come from James Gunn. So the back issues and key issue appearances in Authority are starting to disappear from the back issues. Hell, you can probably still find a lot of these in dollar bins if you go hunting for them. But this one right here is issue number 13. Is the first appearance of Jacob Krigstein. Steen. That's a Mel Brooks thing. Sorry, but he's the creator of the supervillain team, the Americans, not associated with American Way, by you, but they're a Kirby and the Avengers, knockoff, if you want to say. But it's pretty cool. It goes between $8 and $12, and it's a solid get at 10. Let's put that up on the wall. That's number 4. I like that cover. And I think issue 12, Frank Quitely, is that how you say his name? Is the new artist, and they had a new team. Well, it says it right there. Miller and Quitely. Yeah, pretty cool name. Quite frankly, it's a name on how do you say that? Quite frankly, when they just mix their name up. I don't know. Give me some down in the comments. Give me some background information. Interact with this old man, will you? Tell me hi. Tell me how you're doing. Tell me your goldfish. Yeah, did you hear about my goldfish? Yeah, my kid likes to sleep with this pet in the bed. Yeah, goldfish died. Yeah, it's really bad. I'm sad. He wet the bed too. I'm sorry. Let's get to it. Number 3 of this week's is none other than Authority, issue number 2. It's the second full appearance of the Authority. Like I said, number 1 goes between $30 and $50 now. So number 2 is starting to go up. When people can't find number 1, second appearances are always a good investment. This one goes between $8 and $12 and a solid get at 10. Put that up on the big wall. Oops, sorry. Just can't believe I just announced that my youngest son's wet in the bed. Well, that's okay. His older brother used to do it. Yeah, Nick's helped me a lot in here. He used to wet the bed. Yeah, we were so mad at him because it was from the hallway. I was too busy setting up a joke. I couldn't even set the next comic book. Number 2 is another issue of Authority. This is issue number 12. This is the death of Jenny Sparks, and then the first appearance of Jenny Quantum as a baby by the end of the book. And this is also by, see, I think I got it mixed up. This is by Ellis and Hitch, Paul Neary. That is right. That's the last issue. I did say it. The other one's Frank Quitely. All right, let me get that up on the big board. That is $15 at number 2. Yeah, authorities are popular. You need to go check them out if you hadn't started rating your back issue bins or finding which ones you got. Definitely recommend picking up the Authority. Number 1 of this week's top 10 hot comic books is none other than, let's get a good look at this one. It is cool. This is Birds of Prey Volume 2. It's part of the Brightest Day crossover. It is the first appearance of the White Canary. This book goes between 10 and 20 bucks, and it's a solid get at 15. There we go. I like that one. That's going up on the big board. At number 1. Beautiful. Love that cover. And then our bonus of the week is, drum roll please. Each week I have a bonus, and this week is no different. This week's bonus is, oh my goodness, this is a hardcover Green Lantern. I thought I'd have bookends of Green Lantern, but it was close. I started with a Green Lantern, ending with a Green Lantern. This hardcover is called Will World, and it is a first print that goes between 20 and 40 bucks, and it's a solid get at 30 bucks. Not bad. Kind of like that one. Let's put that up on the big wall. Guys, this week's hunt total for all of these books totals over $140. So if I made 118 and 120 on the first one, what is that? That's $360, $380. So for a $100 hunt at that antique mall, I found over $380 worth of comics. Not bad. This week's hunt total is 140. And if you're interested, all these books are up for grabs, like I talked about earlier. But if you're a big game hunter, I can't get this damn sticker off of here. It's so funny. If you're a big game hunter and you would like to save free shipping on all these books, I'll give you over 15% discount, and you get it for $115. Not bad. And then if you're outside the continental U.S., I'll take $15 off the actual cost of shipping. Well, there you go. That's episode 188. This wraps up my three-part mini-series, if you want to call it that, of a $100 hunt at the Golden Shops in Summerfield, North Carolina. And that was well worth my time. I think it's still worth to go back out there, because I know they're putting new stuff in their books each month. So definitely recommend going back to some of the hidey holes that you find out there and go check out the good stuff. That sounded really weird. Hey guys, stay tuned. Our next On the Hunt episodes will feature three different comic shops from Virginia, which I mentioned earlier, and then also we'll do it. My next top 10 will feature the books found at those 3 stores. Not bad, guys. Enjoyed hanging out and talking to you this week. I'll see you on the next hunt. Bye bye.